All right, sorry, I just love that song. It's a good song. All right, so apparently there's more drama we have to fucking jump into. But let me say hi to everybody. What up to Pesci? What up to Denise? Boss Man, Stone Wolf, Gonzo, fucking everybody that made it in early. We're going to. So I was involved in some of this because I was over talking to Bambi and them too. While I was in the chat, I was supporting Jake because I'm kind of a ride or die with Jake. I like Jake. Jake's always gonna be my boy, and even if people want to, come at him, I'm probably gonna defend Jake most of the time because if people haven't figured out who Jake is, it's not really my issue. I don't really care if people don't like Jake. I don't really care if people have a problem with Jake. What up, Christy? Nice to see you. Yeah, Jake's probably been my friend for close to 4 years, and I know what being friends with Jake entails. I do. There's a lot of people that, and gosh, you could bring up stuff that Jake's done, and to be honest, he probably wouldn't deny any of it. To be fair, like he's not much for lying. He's bluntly honest, and I don't know what he said that started all of these issues, or if it was just the fact that he was having conversations. Yeah. Jake has Asperger's, and I think he's autistic. I don't remember what all it is, but there's certain things that come with Jake, and I just don't think I don't think people know where this has gone. So I'm gonna pull up a couple posts that people are making, and if they want to come on and join me, if they want to tell me what their problems are or whatever, I'm more than welcome to. It's pinned in the link. Anybody's welcome to come. What up, Herman? Oh man, but yeah, he said he's autistic, so I understand him. Dude, when did you talk to him, Christy? Oh, when he was on with me. Oh yeah, you said hi to him. Okay, yeah, no, and Christy was asking us if we had any experiences. Now I remember because I've talked to Christy a couple times. I was trying to set something up with Christy here in the future, but man, oh man. All right, let's see who all we got coming in. This piece of shit, nothing. Hello. Can you hear me?
Hello.
What's going on, good sir?
I just want to say, I'm doing good. I don't know why people want to pick on me. I just want to say.
So, I don't know what Jake might have said, but because a lot of people were wondering, like, I don't know what exactly he got himself into. To be fair, I was talking to Bambi in Jake's chat, and I wasn't really talking to Square. Square was up on the panel. I've only talked to Square twice, and that was to warn him about Rocco, and he didn't heed my warnings. So, and like, I don't constantly hang out with Square. I've talked to Square twice. I don't know if Jake said, "Oh, me and Square are cool," or "Me and Square are friends," and he's like taking on Square's drama too, or what's going on. But I really don't know. But people warned me about Bambi. I don't have an issue with Bambi.
I've been trying to call Jake because ever since when Little Me put the thing up there, I tried to call him. So he's probably sleeping because he streams all fucking day and shit. He'll be up eventually, but
yeah, and hopefully he can come on and clear some of this up because it's not gonna do anybody any good to troll Jake. You guys can do it. You know how many fucking communities have trolled Jake? You know how many communities have just been done with Jake? It's just constant. And like, I don't know. To terrorize an autistic kid, or to make posts that you're going to go after somebody that's autistic, especially when they're not really doing anything to you directly. I think
No.
that's when she
I've
gets.
never heard him mention their name at all.
No, he said nothing but respectful things, and I even told Jake. I said, this person said my community's not ready for Jake Hudson. This person told me this at one point, and I kind of believed him. What up, Pesh?
Hello.
What up, Peshy?
Hi, how you doing?
I'm doing wonderful. How about yourself?
Hopefully, little me
Good.
can pop in here on stream so we can talk to him. But we'll see.
It would be nice. I'd like to get his side of it, but
What up,
yeah, for
Herman?
sure. I want to hear both sides, but
yeah. I mean,
I just
feel
like you said, that I agree with everything you just said. What I don't see the point in fucking with Jake. It's not like Rocco threatening kids and he's like
Right.
a dude that's pulling a gun on stream. You're talking about Jake in this trailer going. He thinks wrestling is life.
he gets taken care of by other adults.
Right. He's not
He's not the same as Rocco. It's not
right.
or Square or anybody else that they think they're like. And like I said, I don't get involved in most of their shit. I let them do their own thing, but I'm gonna have Jake's back regardless. I don't really care how fucking angry people are at him. Most of the time I'm gonna have Jake's back, but I hold him accountable.
What did he do again? I don't even know what he did.
We don't know.
I think it might be just for streaming with these people. With streaming with Bambi and a guy named Square.
Yeah, we don't know.
Which
Bambi's
I just want to hear the story.
Enemy or something?
No, Bambi's into mob talk. She does mob stuff, and she's part of the Pizzaverse, and she covers all the mob stories and stuff like that, and just goes over them.
Pizzaverse, interesting name.
Yeah, definitely an interesting name. What up, Angel? How you doing, bud?
Oh my God, Pesci, I didn't even see your background on that. That's the greatest background ever.
Yep.
Me and Pesci and Jake and Bolin.
I was
Or
on
Rome,
a show.
I'm sorry.
I didn't even put this up for this. Whose show was I on that did StreamYard? I was on some StreamYard show, and I used this as the back. Oh, that's
it's
Jake.
probably Jake. I was gonna say it's probably Jake.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
But yeah, no, I was hoping whoever would have some free time to come on here.
Yeah, Little Me, anybody, Little Mom Payday, Little Me, whatever. They're all cool with me. I mean, I got a badge on their channel. I don't know beef with them. I just want to know what the fuck happened.
Should have named the show. We have a little problem.
I don't have a problem with the littles, to be fair.
No,
I don't actually have an issue with them.
I said that would have been a funny name to the show.
Yeah, no, it would have been good. It's clever.
Yeah, that's what I said. Obviously, you don't have a problem with anybody. I don't even know what the hell happened.
Yeah, to be honest, I'm not even trying to start any drama with them.
No,
I'm just trying to.
I just don't want them to treat Jake like they did Rocco. If they want to make fun of his videos, that's fine. But don't show up at his fucking trailer. Dude, this dude is scared of fireworks. He's talking about how he was like shitting himself last night because of goddamn fireworks going on.
Let me correct that, because I can't confirm nor deny if the little family had anything to do with any of that. So I wouldn't put that accusation on them, to be fair. I honestly don't know who does what to Rocco. There's so many people after Rocco.
Well, yeah, okay. I'll say that too. You're right. But I'm just saying, I don't want that kind of treatment for him to happen.
Yeah. I definitely
by
don't want
admirers of their group or whatever.
Yeah. Man. And I don't even, because I was thinking about it, I don't even know what he said. Fucking Bambi invited me on to a fucking haunted hike. I thought I was going to get yelled at because me and Bambi set up maybe we'll do a haunted hike in October because she lives relatively close to me. And I was thinking, oh, yeah, I'll drive out there and we'll do something. By the way, Angel's 3 hours away from me right now. I might go see Angel tomorrow. I'm
well, you're in Nevada still?
I'm in Arizona today.
Oh, okay.
He was up by the Grand Canyon, the Hoover Dam, and all that.
Yeah, we just left the Grand Canyon like an hour ago.
The Wi-Fi.
Oh, the Wi-Fi.
But when are you coming back to Illinois?
We're working our way back slowly. We got to hit the Petrified Woods tomorrow, and then I don't really know if we have that many more stops, to be fair. And then I think we're just going to try to haul it out.
You're gonna stop in Branson, Missouri, on the way back.
I didn't even. That's what I was saying. My last stop is actually Missouri.
Go the Ozarks.
Well,
hey, wait a minute, Jacob. Don't
There's
be
a lot of
coming
things
here
in Missouri.
unannounced. I don't want no fucking apples, no dog shit. I don't want no petrified turds coming on my doorstep.
Yeah, no, Rocco does live in Missouri. I don't think I would go. I wouldn't terrorize Rocco. I don't actually have an issue with Rocco. Rocco just gets himself into some shit. But I don't think I would show up at his house.
No.
Especially after all the other fucking people that did. I wouldn't be that guy. But
No.
it's fun that he knows I'm going to Missouri. I think he knows that. Like,
Oh, bro. Hey, he's going to talk about that if he goes live the next day or whatever. You know,
I knew what was on Pesci's clipboard.
Yeah.
I knew.
It was my
Jacob
address.
already sent him the questions because someone in the future in the program, the program I'm part of, they told me Jacob gave Pesci the fucking answers on the clipboard.
Sup, HTG? Who's H? Oh, Herman the Great.
That old shitbag Herman the Great.
I'm under threat of fire. There's a fire nearby. Herman, I told you there's a fire nearby. We saw smoke from the sky the night before. I don't know why you didn't believe me.
Herman, I told you to.
All of California is on fire. Fuck California. It was 123 degrees today, and fucking everything's on fire. Fuck California. I don't want to go back. Like, you couldn't pay me to go back.
Oh, you saw fires out there?
Oh yeah, the whole skyline was filled with smoke. Like I was outside smoking a bong, and I fucking look over, and the whole skyline's filled with smoke, and I'm like, I didn't do that. Like, we were just like, what the fuck? I was like tweaking out, like I had blown some smoke in the air, and I just saw it settling there. Then I was like, no, that's the whole skyline, and you could smell it. It smelled like campfire outside.
I don't know where you're going, but when I was in California, all I saw was the fucking ocean.
Yeah, no, we went to the ocean too. It was nice there.
Yeah, there was smoke all over the fucking ocean.
Yeah, you couldn't even see the sun in the morning because the fucking smoke was blocking it out.
Where at? In Southern California?
That was in Fort Briggs in Southern California. Yeah.
Yeah.
We went to the fucking glass beach out there.
Herman the Great says, now back to Jake. Herman the Great loves everything that's Jake affiliated.
It's probably you think it'd be a little early for fire. Usually fire season is like August, September, later in the
it is early. It is early for fire season, and that's why
Twisted Ginger's in here.
What up, Twisted Ginger? And then that's why they tried to get the gathering to still go on. How did I enjoy Bakersfield? It was a bunch of fucking homeless people.
Well, yeah. What do you expect? Bakersfield is nothing but old Texas and Oklahoma and like Kentucky and Tennessee people that moved out there for the oil and shit back in the day. And then you got music like the Bakersfield, like Buck Owens and Merle Haggard. They all were like people from like the back here that moved out there to California. So it's like it's like Cleveland in California or Toledo or.
They had a really big mall. We walked around the whole mall. That was pretty cool. But as soon as you walk outside and see the people and fucking everybody pushing a cart around, you're like, oh, I've been to Chicago before. No thanks.
There's no jobs there. All the jobs are gone.
What up, Barkley? Central California is an asshole. I don't even know what that means. Central California is an asshole. All right.
Yeah, that's where all the woods is with the fire and shit.
Well, that's the craziest thing is I'm not used to driving in the woods like that. And you're talking like everybody's doing 55 and turning at like a 25-mile-an-hour turn at fucking 60. And on both sides, you're just fucking going off a mountain. Yeah, hard pace.
Yeah. Twisted Ginger says, "Boss man, you still in
here?" Never left.
All the jobs have gone to the Mexicans in Bakersfield, says Herman the Great. Well, that's everywhere in the country. Just insert other.
It's because white people are fucking lazy. That's why.
Yeah, pretty much.
If they can just sit there and live on fucking paychecks from the government, they will do it.
Yeah.
And companies are even worse and we'll fucking hire them. But yeah, anyway, fucking back to this Jake shit. I'm gonna pull up. Should I pull up the post?
Pull it up.
Let me see if I can find it.
Somebody get little me on the horn over here, or one of the representatives.
It's fucking late his time. I don't want him to fucking wait. He does have a family and shit.
I thought he was in California.
He is, but it's still fucking 11 o'clock out here.
No, it's not. It's 10:41. Well, I guess it is. You're right. Never mind.
Okay, I'm sorry. 20 minutes off of 11
Yeah,
o'clock.
well, whatever.
41.
Yeah.
That's what Bolin does, Jacob. What does Bolin do? Boss man isn't used to this much proofreading. Oh yeah, he's got a fucking heavy chat coming in right now.
I think wasn't it one of the littles that bought a membership once on my channel?
Probably. They were gonna give they were gonna buy Granny a case of beer if you could present what's it called? The video where Rocco came on and he fucking had that big ass flame going.
Oh my god.
Dude,
Yeah.
that's somewhere. It just isn't labeled that.
Yeah, we
Right.
haven't been able to find it because you changed the title because Rocco took off.
I changed the title because he left, and I was pissed off. I'll admit
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, no, I understood why you
I was
changed the
pissed
title.
off because I wasn't going to do shit to that kid.
Right. You'll have to go back and find that one.
We were going to have a fun night with a clipboard, and he fucking ruined it.
The clipboard
Yeah.
is where you fucked up.
But yet he does shows where he's flexing and fucking punching
The
walls.
clipboard is where you fucked up.
Yep. Well,
It inspired the name of the show I do now, Clipboards and Credentials.
All right, I think I found it. Let's see. Present.
Pesci with the Batman hat. That's fucking awesome. It blends in with the background. I'm like, what the? I was like, why is there two Pesci's? Pesci with the white hat. Oh shit!
You didn't make me lose control. Here's the thing.
Here's the thing. Fuck around and find out.
Stolen
see
from
what it
Cornette,
says.
by the way.
What? Fuck around and find out.
No, here's
Or
the thing.
Yeah. You were about to fuck around and find out, son. I was trying to be nice to you and give you a heads up about fucking with the Workyverse, but I keep forgetting. Lol cows never take good advice. Game on.
Locale. Dave probably loves that he was called the locale. I'll give you. I know he will.
Oh yeah, he's not going to be offended by it.
No, there's a podcast called the Locale Podcast, and Jake watches it.
Yeah, he watches that in that fucking what's that other house that they used to all live in? Fucking, he watches that show the reality show where all the fucking locales
Big
live
Brother.
together. It's like Big Brother, but it's a bunch of celebrities. It's like a YouTube celebrities living in a place together.
Oh, I'm sure he loves that shit. He loves reality shows. So
But yeah,
He loves
so
locale.
I don't even know what he did to fuck with the Workyverse besides he blocked people in his chat that were talking shit, which is what Jake always does.
dude, he blocks
Wookieverse,
me.
Like when you say Wookie, are we talking about like Chewbacca?
No, Workyverse is some community. It's just it's like Pizzaverse or I don't know. All the
No,
other,
I didn't know if it was like Wookieverse and they were like represent Wookiees and shit.
I mean, some of them might be into Wookiees, but I don't think that's the.
That could have been like how some teams have like an animal that could have been like their symbol. It's just Chewy with a staff or something.
Son,
Was it staff? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
who the fuck knows?
I was playing a game and I got a card about a staff. I knew I was going to meet you today.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know what would he do because he was live. He did his usual 38-minute show earlier, and then it was just him going singing and shit. Wasn't like he was on with a bunch of people that I saw, unless he was on somebody else's channel talking shit.
There's pizzas, there's Twinkies, there's all kinds of verses out there.
Wookieverse has got a good name. It's like a good flow to the name.
It's kind of like work, like worky, like the Workyverse, like they're working somebody.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think that's what. Yeah, it's Workyverse. Yeah, sorry, but yeah, like I said, I don't really know what Jake did, to be honest. Jake was doing the Wolf of Wall Street chest bump song. Gum 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 gum. Is that the one you're talking about, David?
Yeah.
I don't even know what that is.
Yeah.
Oh, that thing's that. like mustard shit. What do you like the numbers? And then he's fucking giving Leonardo DiCaprio some fucking booger sugar, and they're just doing bumps of cocaine and drinking vodka martinis. And then fucking Matthew McConaughey starts beating on his chest like a fucking Native American drum.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Just making weird noises. Working folks. Is that what the workyverse is? Working folks? All right, fair enough. I thought you were stupid again. All right, well, he explained it to us. But yeah, like I said, I mean, hopefully somebody will get this and fucking, I don't know, at least reach back out to us. But I don't know. I'll end up talking to Jake about it. I'm probably like, if people get mad at me, it's whatever. I think Jake means well. Square and Bambi are manipulating.
So it looks like they were mad at Jake because he's hanging out with somebody.
Hold on, watch this. All right. First,
there we go.
Tyler, I don't think anybody could manipulate Jake. Maybe a girl that he was attracted to that had money, but that the way, I don't know, the way that Bambi and Square are talking to him, they were trying to get their trolls blocked. The trolls that they knew. I was on the show when they started doing it because I asked Jake, I said, do you want me to go over to your chat and help block people? Because I watched, he just had a bunch of people spamming bad stuff in his chat. And then I don't even know if it was bad stuff. I didn't even see it by the time I got over there because I know Ford for Life was over there, and Ford for Life is cool with me. Like, he's got a wrench on my channel. Like, I don't have an issue with Ford or Tyler or any of those folks. But yeah, Jake was just blocking people because he was told to, because they were talking smack about somebody else on his panel. Like, he was just trying to do right, but they weren't manipulating him. I mean, Jake does whatever the fuck he wants.
Yeah, Jake does whatever the fuck he wants, pretty much.
Right.
Now, but if he's attracted to a chick, like you said, he can be manipulated that way, and he is influenced. He's influenced by people.
Comment.
Hey, if people give him money, he will listen to you because he wants to get the money when you give it to him next time.
And why? And Herman, what was the underlying principle in that? The underlying principle was he thought he was going to get some fuck you jet ski money. He thought he was going to get a jet ski out of it.
Right, that's right. Lawsuit. The lawsuit.
I'm going to get a jet ski.
The lawsuit. Yep, the lawsuit. I'm going to get a jet ski.
What
Is
up,
that
Tony?
the Undertaker?
How you doing, Tony?
Hey, ladies. How are you doing?
Not too shabby. How are things?
How's your trip?
So far, so good. We're in Arizona now. We just got out of the Grand Canyon super fucking late, and yeah, now we're just hanging out, waiting to go to the Petrified Woods in the morning. So far, so good.
Nice.
This is live, Barkley. Yes.
No, Barkley uses all my comments. That's mine as well.
Yeah, is this live?
Is that Kane?
Yes, that Kane.
All right. So who the fuck is goddamn Bambi? And Square is the guy that Rocco had with him, right?
Square's had people following him around for fucking years. And don't get me wrong, dude's got a dark past. And people like to put in his face all the time. Like, he's actually got some fucking shit he's probably got to
They actually call cigarette squares up here.
Yeah, they go in Chicago too.
Same here.
Midwest.
Okay, well, anyway, what about
You
got people
love to
following
smoke
around?
in here, Jacob?
What was that?
You love to smoke here?
Are you allowed to smoke here? Of course you are. There's a dope
Yeah, I know.
I'm
joking around.
Whichever aspect he's smoking.
It's a joke. It was, remember a long time ago, I said, can we smoke on this channel?
Yeah, no. Pesci, you're probably the only one that can usually keep up with me.
Yeah, always smoking with the Z.
OS Tyler. Let's see. Hold on one second, Tyler. It says Wayne Mills. I don't know.
Yeah, we need somebody in here who actually knows what the fuck's going on.
Well, that's easy.
Tyler, is that you?
Yeah, what's up, Jacob?
All right, man. I didn't know because I couldn't tell by the account. What's going on, man? How you doing?
Nothing much, man.
Did you want to jump in and say something on this?
On Bambi and Square shit.
Well,
I mean, I know you're cool with Bambi, bro, and shit. I don't hold anything against you. You know, you can be cool with who the fuck you want to be cool with, but Bambi and Square, they like manipulating people.
Oh, I get it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm always watching out for that. And I appreciate everybody warning Jake about it and everything. But yeah, for me, it was just the Jake thing. Like, because I know he's autistic. I know how Jake acts. And the person
Yeah,
that
I
made
mean,
that,
but why even pull Jake into that? Why even pull Jake on to her panel?
I didn't
You
pull him
know?
into it. He does
No,
it
no,
himself.
no, no. Bambi did.
Yeah, Jake, because Jake's autistic, he goes to every single community he can connect with. That's just Jake.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
People,
Jake
knows more
definitely is
people
that.
I've ever met in my life.
Yeah.
And I don't
That's
even
true.
have anything against Jake, man. I really don't even know who he is. I just seen him
Yeah.
today, and I was like, well, I think Square and Bambi are manipulating this dude.
Yeah, he's the handicapped guy. What the fuck? I mean, come on.
I mean, they wouldn't even let him fucking talk for the most part when he was on panel. They were constantly interrupting him. Jake would get to
Square-
talking, and then Square would fucking interrupt him. I'm like, God damn.
Square talks over everybody. It's hard to get a word in edgewise with Square, to be fair.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys have seen Square fucking do lives, but he
Oh, yeah.
I've seen him with Rocco, and Rocco
Yeah.
didn't even talk.
Yeah, he was censoring Rocco. I started the show. Rocco-
How
We're
the
gonna have
heck
to
do
send
you
my
do
friend
that?
Circle after him. We're gonna have to send Circle after him.
You're gonna send Circle after Square?
Yeah.
Circle gets the square.
I think it's
I'll
Square.
say
No,
this much.
from my
Jake-
perspective,
Jacob
go
was
ahead,
one
bro.
of the. He was one of the few that has one of my necklaces.
Yeah, Tony sent him merch. Tony makes merch that he does by hand, and Jake was cool with Tony for a little while, and then Jake burned down the bridge like he always fucking
Yeah.
does.
Yeah.
Brad sent him one time a couple hundred in these Angry Birds, and he destroyed the birds.
Yeah, he
Brad's
destroyed
like,
the
"What'd
birds
you do with
on
the birds,
on
Jake?" He
camera.
goes,
Brad.
I
Yeah,
destroyed them.
Yeah, Brad sent him like Angry Birds that were like collector series that were
They
his
were his
kids, and his kids are
And
like,
Brad gave them
cool.
to him.
Right. The
Yeah.
kids were like, no, we don't want that. And he's like, you don't want it to, like, it's worth money? No. Send it to the autistic kid. And fucking Jake shredded him on
I don't know if
screen.
they
And it's
said it
like,
like
fuck
that.
off, Brad.
Oh, that's bad.
Tony, he said that to you the other day when he was on. He goes,
Yeah.
I don't know, Tony, but I lost everything you gave me. I don't know if you know.
Yeah.
God damn it. You don't just say that to people. I don't think he knows how he comes off a lot of the time. I was
So-
doing a show with Boss Man, and fucking what's his face? Jake came on, and I had Nora. I don't remember her name.
Nora.
Yeah.
No.
Nora, the
Nora,
stock
the-
exploder.
No, not Nora the Stock Explorer. It was a different girl that came on, and Jake knew who she was, and I think she might have been mentally handicapped as well.
She's a little
And then
slow.
Jake came on and fucking yelled at her and called her
Yeah.
annoying. And
Yeah.
I was like, Jake, you need to stop being so fucking
Oh, I
rude.
think that was
Like,
Wendy the retard.
no, it wasn't Wendy because I
Well,
yelled at him for
no.
that too. He makes fun of people on. Yeah, he also gets into fights with people on Howard Stern. Like, this is just Jake. Like,
gets
and if
it-
people
okay,
are-
They
let me
got
rephrase
into
it.
it
Hold
with
on, hold on,
Stern
hold on.
John Menendez.
He gets into fights with Howard Stern's whack pack, basically.
pretty much, he hangs out
He
with all the
did a
Howard
show with
Stern
Stuttering John and shit.
And Reverend Bob Levy and others, yeah. Steel Toe Morning
But-
Show, Bubba the Love Sponge. He's been on all
But
those
Jacob-
shows.
this is my main point right here is they're trying to bring him into something that he has no idea what he's getting into. You know, that's what Square and Bambi do. I've seen them do it countless times.
No,
you know?
I agree with you, but they don't realize what they're dragging over there.
Yeah, they don't know what Jake is. They don't know what they're fighting.
I don't even know what Jake is. Y'all sound more familiar with him than I do.
Well,
Yeah,
that's why I think it's funny when you say they're dragging in Jake, when Jake is probably luring them in to drag him in.
I got an opening. I'm gonna.
I got dragged in by Bambi.
Baby, I brought you to the dance. I taught you how to tango.
I got dragged in, but I kind of moved. I didn't let him
Okay.
drag.
Well, can somebody relay the message that little me knows Jacob? He knows who I am, the ghost of Indiana Jake.
Okay,
He knows
wait a
who
minute.
Pesci is. We can all tell you that Jake is not like buddy with fucking whoever those people are, Bambi and Square and all
Yeah.
that. He's not Rocco. He's not going to be
He
like
will
threatening
tell them to fuck
14-year-olds
off.
and shit.
So
Yeah,
so basically, he's smarter than Rocco.
Right.
Jake's
Yeah,
not
oh, definitely. Way
Wake
smarter.
up tomorrow.
Well,
Jake
that
can wake
doesn't
up
take a
tomorrow
whole
and
lot of effort to be smarter than Rocco.
True. But
Damn it,
but
Tony.
no, but I'm saying Jake is like
I'm sorry.
Jake is just the autistic dude who thinks he thinks pro wrestling is life. You cut promos on people, threaten to beat them up. You're their friend, then you're their enemy. That's what Jake. That's how he lives, bro. He loves wrestling. Ask him anything about wrestling from 1960 to now, and he'll know it.
Yeah, he's a
Oh, dude, I
fucking
seen he showed off that Triple H sticker and the Randy Orton sticker.
Yeah.
See, there you go.
Do any of you guys have the fucking him wrestling a pillow and going over moves?
Yeah,
Who's
he does
got
that too.
Like he just
No,
sits in
but Jake does have a video of him super kicking me.
oh, does he?
Yeah. Frank made
Yeah.
That's
it.
awesome.
Jake- I could be wrong. Jake could wake up tomorrow and fucking hate me. Like that's just
Right.
Jake.
Now,
Dude,
Just use-
he's blocked me, Pesci, and Jacob at least 1,000 times between the three of us.
oh, same.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, I have the video of I've decided to block
he is
Pesci and shit.
He
I
is
have
not
that.
Rocco punching walls, talking about how this is your face, little me, and this is not Jake.
No.
This is just the crazy guy with the internet connection with no supervision. I mean, it's pretty much what it is.
kinda,
It's like
yeah.
So he's
No
just
supervision.
basically he's a smarter version of Rocco, is what you're saying.
Surprisingly, yes.
I'd be up to Jacob, David.
I believe you, Jacob.
Yeah,
I've been watching Rocco for about a year now, so
Yeah, I do.
yeah,
think,
he's not going to threaten to like shoot you and beat you up like Rocco. No,
I
that's
gotta
not.
ask you this from a guy that's been watching Rocco out of it for a whole year. What's come out of it? What have you learned from watching Rocco?
he's a deadbeat dad. He's a piece of fucking shit. He's a pussy. He's a coward. He won't stand on what he says. I'm
Damn.
sorry, Jacob.
No,
Is
you're
he a
good.
liar? I'm surprised you didn't mention anything about time traveling or any of that.
Oh, that's a whole different trip, man. That's a whole
Montauk.
Yeah,
the Montauk shit.
We
Oh
aren't
my
going
God.
time traveling, and we're not going flat earthing.
I can't get into that shit. I know like certain people can and everything, and that's cool, but I just don't understand it.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Like,
Good enough.
I like super soldiers.
Sorry, I got
like
spiders.
time
oh, the
travel.
super. I can understand time travel way better than I can the super soldier shit in the Montauk shit.
The first ever podcast I did by myself on my channel was with Jake, believe it or not.
Jake Hudson. Yeah.
Yeah, but just
I met
the-
Waters through Jake Hudson,
Yeah.
and we've been pretty close for a long time now.
Yeah. Jake Hudson, he bounces from community to community. Like he's been on Bubba the Love Sponge. He's been on Opie and Anthony, the Howard Stern Whack Pack, all those John
And I
Stuttering
always
John,
say,
all those
don't
people.
make a mistake
He's-
and go on his show, because as soon as you go on his show, that's the
Yep.
quicker you're gonna get motherfucked by him.
Oh
Right,
man,
yep.
he was
No.
close to it today, and he had all them people in his chat. He was getting pretty mad.
Oh, he'll
Yeah.
tell Bambi to fuck off eventually. He'll
Right,
be a
exactly,
fucking legend.
dude. Trust
I
me.
don't even know who the fuck Bambi is, but
That's gonna
if
be
he
funny
told
as fuck.
fucking, if he
Hey.
called little Lemmy a cunt, then fucking Bambi's
Hey,
open.
I
too.
guarantee
Yeah.
you, by the time he gets all these messages, because between me messaging him and others messaging him, by tomorrow he'll be doing a show. I am not associated with Bambi and Square. Fuck you, they're done. They're blocked.
Oh, I guarantee it. I mean, that's
Guarantee
just
it.
the way he works.
I did not have relations with that woman.
I did not have relations with the little family. You're good.
I apologize to Whittle me.
Yeah, exactly. Jake is not just like I don't want anybody to torment that guy. That dude's he's tormented yesterday because people were still shooting off fireworks. He lives in a trailer in Mississippi, right? So there's fireworks going off everywhere, or gunshots, whichever. And he's like terrified of the noise while he was on like stream or whatever, because it's like boom, the mortars and shit going off. People like. This motherfucker's terrified of fireworks. He ain't hurt nobody. He's never threatened to hurt anybody, except for in wrestling. I'm gonna put somebody through a table or powerbomb.
Twisted. I was on the chat when Jake and them were when they were talking. I was talking to Bambi. Like I said, I don't really talk to Square Square's got his own issues that he's gonna fucking deal with. I tried to warn him about Rocco. He didn't listen to me, but like, I mean, that's all I could do for the guy.
So be it, right?
I warned him. I said, Rocco's not the guy you want to be friends with. He's gonna turn on you
Oh,
overnight.
Twisted Ginger's comment.
Hudson has been very rude to Noel. Yeah, that's who I was talking about. I said Nora or whatever. It was Noel. And he was so rude to her when she came on, and me and Bossman had to yell at Jake for it.
What? So Jake doesn't know how to act around other people that got issues or something?
Yeah, he made fun of a girl that was mentally handicapped, and he called her annoying over and over.
He said, "You're annoying. Stop talking." I was here. I was there. I was like, "God damn, Jake."
That's what Dandy wanted me to tell him this morning.
I call him out for everything he does.
Yeah,
regardless
me too.
of what it is. Like Jake just recently is back on my channel because he called me the gay F word recently. And I left it up as a short on my chortchannel.
You're a bag of sticks, Jacob.
Jacob Waters, you're a bag of sticks.
And I didn't talk to Jake for a long time.
Hey,
I recently just started talking to him again.
Right. Jacob Waters, you're a piece of shit and nothing. I made you.
It was even better than
I
that.
was mad at him for almost 2 years.
Waters.
It was better than that. He said, Herman, you're cool, but Jacob, you're...
It was almost 2 years I fucking...
Herman, you're a pussy-ass bitch.
Now, Jake did introduce me to a lot of people, though.
Oh, yeah.
He knows everybody.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he does get around really well, and he does do that really well. But
You ever seen that
motherfucker adjust
the
his
Philippine
attitude
lady.
really well.
I would have never knew the Philippine lady if it wasn't for Jake.
Filipina Raquel.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Well, also, Jake, he had me on there with the guy that used to be like the host for the fucking Howard Stern show, the Reverend Bob Levy. He had me on he just like sent me a link. I thought he was on his show, and I'm on there with like Reverend Bob Levy and the Opie guy from Opie and Anthony show or whatever. And we're like talking about, and I'm doing my Jake impersonation, and they were like, wait a minute, hold on, is there 2 Jakes?
I wish I could have got on that show.
Well, it wasn't for long. But Jake ruins those relationships too, though. He motherfucks them, and then
he likes to burn the bridges.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sorry. I like Jake.
I'm the one. I'm probably one of like
tolerate with him, but when you burn a bridge, you got to deal with the consequences of burning that bridge.
Yeah,
and
but
he did that with me.
He gets a pass with me as long as he don't do no stupid shit.
What do you do to you, Stone Wolf?
Basically, none of your fucking business.
Oh, okay.
No, we're just curious.
Well,
because we're talking about Jake.
Yeah.
At times, Jake has a tendency to talk beyond his means. And for me, he talked about me in a way that wasn't accurate, and I don't take that well.
Oh, yeah, that was a secret.
He didn't go into details about it.
Now hold on, Jacob. Some dudes, I'm not one of them, but remember, Jake thinks you're hot, Jacob. He thinks Granny's hot.
Yeah.
So he treats you all. He treats you all a little. Yeah, he treats you all different than he does me. He's never been like, you're sexy or whatever. He'll tell Jacob, you're sexy.
You know what Jake used to say to me? I used to do streams in my basement. I set up like a little gym in my basement. Jacob Waters, take your shirt off. Go pick up.
Yeah, you do that. I remember those shows.
I guess he thinks you like you're Randy Orton or something, Jacob.
Yeah, I don't know.
Wants you to give him the RKO.
When he announced on my show that he was bisexual, I remember screaming the word no.
No.
Yeah.
Bisexual.
That
That means
must
left
suck.
and right hand.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
tripedal.
I'm a switch hitter. I don't know if you know this.
Nah, dude,
I don't
when
know if
he
you
showed
know
off
this.
the Triple H sticker and the Randy Orton sticker on Bambi's panel today, I was fucking dead. I
Well,
started.
Herman,
I
Yeah,
couldn't
you saw
stop
his,
that's
laughing.
you
very.
saw his sticker door on Bambi's. Yeah, he shows off
No,
that
he
sticker
showed up. He
door.
had like a Triple H sticker and he had like a Randy Orton sticker. I don't know if they were stickers or if they were just like little postcards or
So,
whatever. But he showed them
well,
off.
yeah, people send Jake merch all
I
the
want
time.
to show you my Randy Orton postcard.
Gonzo, we're not trying to make Jake look better. We just don't want nobody to harass him. That's all.
No, for
Oh,
me,
I didn't try to make
it's
the
like,
guy look better. I believe that he probably said some shit that got Stone
Yeah,
real
exactly.
pissed.
He says
He
shit
Said
all the
shit that
time,
got
but
me pissed.
that's how I started
Right.
this. Jake is Jake. Like
Right.
I know
Yeah.
what.
Yeah, you just can't fix him. You can't
Right.
The
fix
thing
shit.
is, if a community comes out and goes, "Oh, look what all Jake did," everybody's just gonna go, "Yeah, that's Jake." like Jake knows.
Pretty
what he's
much,
done.
yeah.
Jake knows
Yeah.
what he's done.
Right.
He's just one of those
Jake-
guys.
Hey, Jake is like Elvis and Sinatra. He can just do whatever the fuck he wants. He's a star.
We can all do whatever we want. It's the consequences that
Yeah.
we don't
True.
want to deal with that Jake just doesn't care about.
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
And
he
that's
has
where-
no
that's where I agree
consequences
with-
because the worst that could ever happen to Jake is they put him in a home that's nicer than where he lives now.
Yeah.
That's a good point. Yes.
His family's fucking stealing his money. Like
Exactly.
Now,
He smelled like cigarettes.
Hey, bro. As I told Pesci before, he's the meal ticket, and the laptop, aka the internet, is the babysitter.
Hey,
But
Jake, go in the
anybody
other
got
room
any
and grab that laptop.
But hey,
You're
Jake,
gonna be babysitting you for the next 4
anybody
hours.
that Square sees as weaker to him, like that's weak to him, he's gonna try to manipulate them.
For
Jake
sure,
would
he
fuck-
sees Jake as the retard that he can.
No, Jake
Make
would
use
fuck-
of.
So
Jake's
same with
also-
Bambi.
Jake's
I'm sorry.
6'2".
I try not to use the term retard because there's
I
No,
try
I
not to
know,
do
I
it
know,
either,
I
but
know,
I
but
end up
that's
calling
the
somebody
way
else.
they
Only
look
reason
at
why
it.
I said only reason why I said it was because I thought that was Wendy's nickname. Wendy.
Right.
the
That is
Yeah,
that is
from Howard Stern.
That is Wendy's tag
Alright.
name that she goes by. That used to be
Right.
on Howard Stern. That's what she
Yeah.
calls herself. But yeah, no, I'm the same way, Stone. I don't use it. That's why
I just never found the
I try not
situation where
to.
I needed to use that term.
I get you.
Hey, 90% of us are mentally handicapped. Simple as that. One way or another, we're all mentally handicapped.
Oh, yeah.
That doesn't mean we qualify as something as a retard.
And Bambi, she's going around threatening to dox everybody and all that. She threatened to dox me, and I'm just like, you can go ahead and dox me. I don't give a fuck.
She's and I heard
Come
about
at
that.
it.
She separated herself when people started showing up at Rocco's house. That's when she started separating herself. She goes,
I mean, but Jacob, look.
Hold on, let me answer what you just said. She
Yeah,
said,
go ahead.
these are crimes. It's one thing to just troll somebody on the internet, but when you start showing up at their house, putting their address on the internet, like I know he does it to himself. That's fucking Rocco. Rocco shoots himself with his own gun. But at the same time, people that do that and get involved in it, they are technically she's not wrong. They are committing a crime. That's why.
Well, yeah.
That's why she separated herself from it.
I would
But look-
never go to Rocco's house.
No,
That's
Yeah.
the last thing
When,
on my list of things
right.
to do.
When Seth showed up to Square's house, she promoted that shit for a whole fucking month.
I mean, and
Almost.
that's on her. And that's on her. That's
Yeah.
that's her own.
But
fucking
you know,
cross.
you see where I'm coming from is like now you want to come out and say, "Oh, it's a crime now."
Yeah,
You know, like
No,
come on.
I agree with. But the difference between Square and Rocco,
Depending on the state, it probably is a crime, no matter which way you cut it.
Yeah. It's,
the reason
It ain't a
don't
crime
like-
if you don't get caught.
the reason I don't like seeing it happen to Rocco is because I do know that there's kids over there.
Yeah.
And if everybody's
What,
cool
like every
watching, like there's
Well,
kids that
let's face it,
do
Rocco's not with his
So-
kids, though.
it's whatever. My thing, and yes, they do go over there and visit. And my thing is, people are fine getting him to freak out when his kids are over, and I don't think that's a good idea. Like that's not safe for anybody.
Hey Jacob, have you seen the stream where Rocco was yelling at his daughter?
Yeah, because he was too involved in what was going on in the fucking internet.
Yeah,
Like,
but nobody was at his house though, and he was just live with his daughters there, going off on the fucking Workyverse and the Lil family at the time. I think it was a Workyverse that
I don't
time.
like Rocco. I don't want to hang out with Rocco. But my thing is, I don't want anything bad to happen to Rocco. And I
Oh
don't want
yeah, for sure,
No.
bro. I don't wish anything bad on anybody.
I don't wish any bad on anybody. I'm
Yeah.
all about controlling somebody because of the stupid shit they do on the internet. Hold people accountable. Great. But I also don't want them to do crazy things around their family or fucking hurt themselves or anybody else.
But come on, we all know Rocco needs some professional help. He needs some therapy. He needs to.
He's not getting
He needs a light beer. What are you talking about?
Yeah, he
He
should start
needs to
drinking.
put in a goddamn job application
Tyler, he's not going
and
to get it from
get some
me.
therapy.
He's not going to get it from the people on YouTube. And you guys, like, Rocco's not going.
Well, no, that's not what we're trying to push him in the right direction. We're trying to get him to stop acting like the way he is, but he just won't stop.
Oh, I
No,
agree.
'cause you're feeding
Rocco is
him.
never going to change. Rocco's
No.
never
Hey.
going to change.
Bro, I mean,
God
let's face it, his mom was a dopehead for it, probably whatever, I don't know what she does now, but his mom had some issues with substances. She said it. So he's just waiting for her to kick the bucket so he can inherit Grandpa's money, because evidently there's plenty of it because she pays his bills.
The big difference between Rocco and Jake, though, is I would stand up for Jake. I won't stand up for Rocco the same way.
No.
Rocco
I get it.
God, no.
Fuck no. Yeah. Rocco threatens people, like people. I forgive you, Rocco, and then he threatens
400 times.
Right, that's what I'm saying. You're like, okay, we're cool, Rocco. We'll just disagree, and then 20 minutes later, he's like, I'll fucking kill you, and blah, blah. That's Rocco. You can't deal with him. I get it.
Rocco says he's about the kids, and then tried to call DCFS on me. And I said, Rocco, go ahead and call DCFS. They'll show up at my house and say that there's not a problem here. DCFS only scares people that are bad parents.
Right, exactly.
I'm a good parent. I don't have anything to fucking worry about. My house is
Rocco
clean.
will say racist things as well.
Oh yeah, he loves.
Oh,
he
yeah,
loves the N-word. That boy loves the N-word.
Yeah.
You gotta keep an eye on him. Fucking Rocco. See, that's why I never. You want
to talk about a tough crowd?
He does like himself the N-word.
And I just can't respect anybody that wishes death. Like, he wished abortion on his fucking kids. I wish they were aborted, blah, blah, blah. I was just like, come on, bro.
That's what
they're going to see that one day.
I agree with you, Tyler. Rocco's a different animal.
Yeah.
Rocco's a whole different animal. But at the same time, I don't think Jake's scared of Square. Jake's more than 6'5" and 300 some pounds. And Square is 5 foot and less than 100.
But yeah, my main point is that he's on Squares and Bambi's panel, or he's with Square and Bambi, and they're gonna try to manipulate him to go after.
I like you here.
The whole other aspect of it is we're all the
You
same
know, Bambi's
size
a
on
good
the
person.
internet.
Yeah, we are all the same size on the internet. And Jake's not going anywhere to anybody's house.
I used to think Bambi was a good person, but I don't think she is anymore. I'm just going to say that for sure, because she's threatened to dox me a couple times.
Oh yeah, you're
dox
welcome.
a whole lot of other people.
Opinion about her. Yeah, you're welcome to your
Jay
opinion.
Walks,
about
what are
her.
you talking about?
I'm not gonna bash her because I know you're cool with her. She's probably watching this in the bushes right now. Hey Bambi, how you doing?
I find it
If she was
better
in the
to
chat,
not
she was
bash anybody. I mean, if you just don't bash anybody and they come at you, that's their problem, not yours.
Well, like, look, you gotta look. The whole thing with Bambi. Look, I'm gonna explain to you because I wasn't chat at work when this shit happened. I was just gonna get off of work, and I heard Bambi started saying that she got Filthy's info and all that shit, and I was just like, and then that the Workyverse was using Andrea, and I was no, how the fuck are we using Andrea? We're not using Andrea.
I didn't know.
Nobody's using her.
I didn't know enough about Andrea or any of that. Was Andrea the one that? What does Andrea look like? Describe her to me.
She got some black hair. She's about, I don't know.
I'm guessing Bambi's a girl.
Real wrinkly. Barbara.
Is she a little? Is that Andrea girl a little heavier set? Is she the one with the fucking the potato shit?
No, no. You must be thinking of a different one.
Okay, because there was some lady that the community around her, I think she's a rapper or something, and the community around her, I don't know if it was who it was, made her eat a potato on a live.
Oh, you talking about April G?
Is that her name?
Yeah, April G, the one that ate a potato on live. Yeah, that's April G.
Yeah, they made the girl eat a
He
potato.
said Bambi and me was supposed to heal together. What, like wrestling? Be bad guys?
But Andrea, she's like she has it out for anyways, I don't even mean to talk about her. But I'm just saying that she said Bambi said that we're using Andrea and all this bullshit. She was saying that everything that we're doing is illegal. But keep in mind that she pulled up to Jules's house. She drove more than 2 hours to this lady's house to fucking post
Wow.
flyers and fucking, you know, try to get a rise out of her. I mean,
Tyler,
and then she wants to,
I would tell you to watch what Jake does next because it's going to be interesting. I don't know what Jake's going to do next. Jake's next move with Bambi and Square is going to be hilarious.
Hey, Jake is clout chasing. He thinks he can get more followers and more fame.
I
by
made a
anybody
video
else do it.
about Square today.
oh yeah, I'm watching Jacob.
Bambi's a
Don't
good
worry.
person.
I'm watching.
But no, I figured little me was busy. It's fucking after 11 now. I figured he's doing the family thing. That's why I was like, if
Oh
he
yeah,
gets a
for
chance,
sure. Lil Me's a family man.
Yeah, and
That's
I
one
think he
thing
is.
about him.
But that's the other thing is he's talked about it publicly. I know he has an autistic kid.
Right, that's what I was saying. Yeah, he
But,
probably understand that Jake's being
realistically,
manipulated.
bro, I think autistic people they're smart in their own ways, bro.
Oh, I agree, but not in every
They
way.
just don't know how to communicate with us or with
Or how
people. Like, you
to.
know what I'm saying?
I think some autistic people can be better at communication than us. I think they all have their own specialties, but they're not good
But we
at
just don't pick up on it because they're not. It's not normal to us, you know.
Yeah, but there could be every autistic person is different, and they could thrive in one thing. Like I said, Jake's more of a stats person. Jake's more of like, if you want to ask him anything about wrestling, ever since wrestling started, he'll do it right off the top of his head.
Yeah,
Right.
he knows
Yeah.
a lot of shit. He does.
Reality shows.
Socially awkward as fuck. Like he does not know how to talk to people sometimes.
Right.
Hey, Jacob,
He'll
did you see
remember
that
things that I
Masvidal
can't believe
versus
he
Diaz fight?
remembers.
Yeah, I saw the Masvidal versus DS fight. It was good.
Hey,
I-
I'm
Who do
not
you think won?
autistic, but I don't know how to talk to people every time.
Mhm.
I like wrestling
I
a
mean-
little. I used to be into wrestling when I was a kid and shit, but I'm more into
Yep.
boxing and UFC now.
I love you
I don't
too,
mean to
man.
cut you off.
Oh, no,
I'll
you're
do
good.
them all if they're good enough.
I think Nate Diaz won that fight.
I think Nate did too. I think he was landing more numbers, but Nate's strikes, because he throws them like backhand and he just puts up like more numbers than everybody. I don't know if they were counted as significant strikes.
Oh yeah, I get what you're saying. Masvidal definitely had the more significant strikes, but Nate was piecing them up the whole entire fight.
Oh yeah,
for like
They
10
both-
rounds.
And neither one of them really get knocked out that much, so that's what made it a good fight. It would have been great if one of them got knocked down, because then there would have been a clear leader. But
Oh yeah, for sure.
But they threw like 1,400 punches between the two of them for the whole fight. That's a lot for
That's
some
pretty
amateurs.
good. Yeah.
Angel, have you met Jake Hudson?
No, I don't think I've met.
Oh
Jake
no, it's
Hudson.
Angel.
What's up,
Maybe
Angel?
once before, but I probably forgot who he was, or maybe he's heard of me, but just never seen or heard of him before.
Oh,
Well,
you
you're
know
up here.
Jacob. He's been on panel with Jake Hudson before. I just don't think it was for very long.
To be fair, Angel's autistic, and I feel like he can get into this conversation as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I heard a bit of what you guys were saying about every autistic person having a different knowledge or traits of that kind, like how Jake, once the topic of wrestling comes about, he'll tell you everything he knows. Every autistic person has their own different interests at the end of the day. Like for me, as of recently, I've been more so into politics and topics of like about the current election and all that. And I am.
I'm sorry.
Well, Angel, the one that I always remember that if I get you started on it, it doesn't stop is the fucking the baseball statistics on that game that you play. You were reading to me for a good hour and a half baseball statistics that I had no idea about. I'm like, wait a minute, stop. I was like, we were getting way too far off. Like I'm lost. But
That's awesome knowledge, though.
yeah, it's good. It's good to have.
I mean, us normal people, we don't have that.
Angel, how many hits did Pete Rose
But
have?
no,
How many hits? I don't think I was reading that. I think it was more so from my baseball game that I was reading that I was playing. If I'm correct, Jacob.
Yeah.
I was like playing MLB The Show on my Xbox at the time.
Oh, okay. It was on your video game. Okay, I got you.
hey Angel, my point was with autistic people is I think they're smart, but I just don't think they know how to communicate, just as like regular people do.
Well,
It's a
actually, there are plenty of
different
people that don't.
communication.
That's not a bad thing,
Absolutely,
but people,
different communication
but
that not everybody
people
understands.
think that,
Right.
but people think that.
Angel, restart and answer what he was just saying. I couldn't hear you.
Okay, let me go back to the beginning. There's a lot of autistic people that have not necessarily poor or bad, but just not that great of a communication skills as normal people are. And it's a lot of times it's not because we're nervous. It's just our brain is not as operative of what we should say in front of a person. Much like if I was on a date for the first time with another autistic individual, of a woman that is, and I wouldn't be as sure of how to approach myself. And it's like that, like all of a sudden, like stance, like how people freeze on stage, but our freezing is more like natural instead of being as though your fear is like coming with you as though you have stage fright. Our stage fright is our brain where it freezes us, but ours is more neurological versus neurotypical, if you know the difference of those two.
Right.
Angel, I also think
Absolutely.
You specifically are more reactive, and then you have more outbursts when people are pushing into you. That's why you. I mean, I know you remember when what's his name, that troll Cyrax. What's the guy's name? Music Biz Marty came over to our channel and was giving you stuff about the lady, the bus driver or something like that.
Hey,
Yeah,
was that the guy, Jacob? I'm sorry. Was that the guy who was playing the clips of Angel talking crazy?
Yeah, and I made him leave because he was doing
Yeah.
AI.
I was here for that. I was here for that, Angel, when the guy was playing the clips of the AI stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
But outside
But to touch,
of that, but outside of like the communication skills, is there any other thing, Tyler, that you may want to know about autistic people?
not really. What my main point was that not everybody understands like autistic people. You know, like not everybody like me or Jacob or Stone Wolf or the Jake Whisperer on here. Not everybody understands, exactly where you are coming from. Is what my main point was.
I think the
And,
best thing,
and
Tyler,
also, one of the things, obviously, Jacob, is a lot of us autistic people are more detailed of explanation of like when it comes to certain things, like how like you guys said of if wrestling came up, Jake would go all in of like about wrestling. When it comes to when we are like talking about specific things that we know a lot about, we can go really in depth and detailed, and some people want us to shut up after just a few seconds of talking. But yet, one of the things that obviously like people can't understand is why can't we talk in the detailed manner that we are, but people can hold the mic for 10 minutes and not even make any sense what they're talking about. Like I've had many conversations over the years that I've been more like logical of, and even if my logic ain't on their standpoint of what they are perceiving, at least my logic is more accurate than other people's are. But at the end of the day, I just think it's like hypocritical of how one person who ain't normal can't be allowed to talk for as long as he or she wants, even if it's just 3 minutes, but someone else can talk that is normal much longer. We all deserve an equal right to speak.
I don't like the word normal.
Yeah, exactly. Don't call yourself not normal.
Right.
And Tyler,
What is normal at the end of the day? What is
Tyler, I would
normal at the end of the day?
Normal at the end of the day is every one of us.
Yeah.
Tyler,
Whether we have issues or not, because we all have issues.
Except for Jake
Yep.
Hudson.
What were you saying, Jacob?
I was saying you should probably ask Little Me as well, because I bet his autistic child operates different than Angel and operates different than Jake. I think every autistic person acts different, and it doesn't matter if you have Asperger's or autism. Everybody's got their own things.
Doesn't mean you're not normal.
No.
Absolutely. I agree with that.
But I'm gonna probably wrap up, guys. It's like 11:30 over here. It's probably late for everybody else too. But I appreciate everybody that came on. If anybody catches this later or wants to message us about it, I'll do another live in a couple days, and we can go over some of this if anybody wants to talk about it. Maybe at more of a normal hour.
Yeah.
But
All right, thanks for having us on,
I'm 3
brother.
hours away from you. I might see you tomorrow.
All right,
I'm in
brother.
Arizona today.
All right, peace out, y'all.
Yeah, okay, well, peace out, everyone. Y'all have a great night and take care. God bless. Bye.
See you guys later. Thank you for coming on.
Fuck off, Brad.
All right, guys. Have a good night.
Later, bitch.
Good night.